Hello, welcome to another US Geoguessr video. I'm going to take you through 5 rounds in America, this time in urban Ohio. This is a map that I created, and it is polygons of the largest cities in Ohio. Wanted to do some practice in Ohio. I was feeling a little weak in some of the other cities of Ohio, besides Columbus, my home city. And I also hope to teach you a little something about Ohio and Ohio geography as we go through. I am going to be playing this map no moving. And I really regretted that when I first got dropped here, right? When we look at the scene, I thought, how could this possibly be urban Ohio? It looks like we are on the middle of a farm. But then when I swing around this way to the southeast, I see a pretty familiar skyline here. So these are going to be Lincoln and Morrill Towers. These are going to be two of the freshman dorms at Ohio State. And you can see some of the other buildings on the Ohio State campus there in the background. I think that we're looking here at Ohio Stadium, directly to the east-southeast, so that's where the Buckeye football team plays. I think that over here we might be looking at another campus building. I can't tell if that's the Schottenstein Center or what, but we're on a farm and we're in the middle of an Ohio city, so it's kind of interesting. We're looking at Ohio Stadium to the southeast. So this is going to be over on West Campus. And I think we're going to be on one of these roads here. Waterman Agricultural and National Resources. So it is a road going to the northwest, kind of curving around there to the west. Maybe somewhere like here? So this is the Controlled Environment Agricultural Research Lab. Yeah, if you go here on West Campus, and you can see this is like right in the middle of the city of Columbus. So it's a little bit weird, I think, for me to be plonking here. But yeah, we're right in between campus and Upper Arlington, near this North Star Road. So I'm thinking we're just somewhere right around there. Okay, right on the other little road bending there. There's no way I could have really foreseen that, I don't think, but a 4961. Yeah, I was initially really weirded out by that round, but we were on West Campus of Ohio State University. Here, this round looks a little bit rural too. Weird. Riverwatch. Okay. Palisades. Riverwatch and Palisades. Very interesting. It's going to be real difficult, it looks like, to get a area code off of that sign. It's very hard. There's not too many area codes in Ohio, though, especially not in urban Ohio. So even though that sign is at a really severe angle, I still think it says 513. The only other alternative is, I think, maybe 419, but it's not a 937, it's not a 614, not a 440, 330, I don't think. 216, I think we're looking at a 513, which would fit with this landscape. 513 would put us near Cincinnati. Palisades Point, so we're looking west-southwest. This is very hilly for Ohio. Would expect to see hills like this in southern Ohio for sure. And since we're on the urban Ohio map, that would only leave us, I think, with Cincinnati here. At the very least, Cincinnati area and Riverwatch. Riverwatch is going northeast. Interesting. I feel like we are either somewhere west or east of Cincinnati here. I think that's a 513. I think that's a 513 area code. So Riverwatch and Palisades. Kind of. If we're in the Cincinnati area, I would kind of want to say that, this Palisade should seem pretty familiar. The fact that it doesn't is maybe making me second guess things a little bit. Riverwatch. We could definitely be east of Cincinnati as well, out in this area. Asbury, Ayers, 5 Mile. It's just hard to tell, no moving, for sure. I'm going to think that probably what I am looking at is like Western Hills, Cincinnati here. Delhi, somewhere like that. Awesome. We were in Delhi. Nice. So right on the way to Anderson Ferry. There's Palisades Point's condominium. Like, I was here. I was looking at Anderson Ferry Road. Yeah, just Palisades Drive, Riverwatch. I couldn't tell that that was Anderson Ferry Road right in front of us. But, well, no moving, blind guess, 1,600 yards away. Delhi, Western Hills, Cincinnati. Pretty happy with that. Wow. Round 3. Sycora. And looking at a blue street sign. Interesting. Looks like we have more of an urban feeling round, at least. I mean, obviously, round 1, we were smack in the middle of Columbus, but if that was like an NMPZ round, you might have had no idea you were in Columbus. Kind of a crazy round. We were in Western Hills, Delhi. Yeah, don't pronounce that Delhi, like the Indian city. It's Delhi. Any foreign named city in Ohio, if you mispronounce in the most comical way possible, you are likely pronouncing it correctly. Places like Bellefontaine, Russia, Delhi, Lima. It's all fun places for people not from Ohio to pronounce. Just like that last round, I'm really not getting much here, am I? Good thing Riverwatch meant the Ohio River on the last round. We're looking really industrial, that's for sure. I would definitely venture to guess Northeast Ohio here with these, I don't know why, but these kind of old-timey feeling streetlights are giving me kind of like Cleveland feels. These roads, the condition of the roads, just these houses. The thing I think that's most tipping me off to go Cleveland area is this blue street sign. Don't think that necessarily looks like a Cleveland sign. Necessarily. Sycora. For some reason I'm thinking like Southside Cleveland. Southwest. Again, I'm not 100% sure that we're in City of Cleveland, because even though these street signs are blue, they're just not reminding me of Cleveland, I don't think. At least City of Cleveland. I know that sometimes if you get into like outer Cleveland or like the inner suburbs, they're still blue, but they look a little bit different. So I'm kind of feeling maybe Maybe somewhere like Parma here could be a good guess. Don't think we're Toledo. I think Toledo, any part of Toledo, I mean, unless we would be in somewhere like Oregon. I feel like anywhere in Toledo would be green street signs. Socorro. Feels similarly for Akron. What about somewhere like Lorraine, Elyria? Definitely possible. Definitely possible. I think I'm not going to get too much here. I don't think I'm able to get an area code off of anything. I feel like blue street signs, just the general vibe, general industrialness of everything. I think I'm going to be tempted to go somewhere like South Cleveland. Maybe down in this area, maybe getting a little bit closer to Brook Park. Yeah, I think that might be a decent send. Like I say, I think maybe Cleveland suburbs, but not necessarily city of Cleveland. We could be closer to Akron, but I think I'm going to go up here in just this area, really. I'm feeling Brooklyn, Brook Park, Parma, somewhere like that area. See how we do. Not bad at all. I feel like I'm really wow. I'm doing real well with region guessing urban Ohio today. I mean, with even with no moving. So that was city of Cleveland, but it was pretty close to where I was thinking, like south side, a little bit more southeast side, Slavic Village. That makes sense with a name like Socorro. Too bad I couldn't see that 46th Street. Wow. Maybe could have 5K'd it if I would have known that we had some numbers there, but hey, South Cleveland, not bad. Not bad at all for new moving, for sure. Hopefully I can keep this up. Let's look at round 4. This looks like we're going to get some clues. Looks like we're in a fairly industrial kind of looking area. CNG. Definitely like some like highway service. These I think are like these salt container kind of buildings that are used by like the Department of Transportation. I think it would make sense. We're getting a lot of like kind of city vehicles, city trucks here. Looks like some interstate signs in the background, and also looks like it's a road along a river or some sort of canal. I know that I just panned right by our biggest clue, City of Dayton, Ottawa Street Yards. Okay. All of that makes sense. So we're in industrial Dayton, it looks like, Ottawa Street. Ottawa Street Yards. Okay. We are looking west towards this highway. The highway appears as if it's leading into an interstate, and I think that's an interstate shield there. Red on the top, blue on the bottom. I would venture to guess that if we're in Dayton, that's 75, so we're going into 75. Could be 70. Could definitely be 70 if we're on the north side of Dayton. We see some Ohio plates. This like blue and yellow Ohio plate is pretty common. We can just make out some Ohio state highway signs. So Dayton, But how are we going to pinpoint and region guess Dayton a little bit more effectively? In looking at this water tower, it's very difficult to say what that says. But I think that the beginning of the city name on that water tower is like a V or possibly a W. West, maybe West Carrollton? So, maybe we're looking there at 75, it's possible. We're at Ottawa Street in Dayton. Felt like I know pretty well major roads in Dayton, but hey. It's Ottawa Street Yards, and we're definitely in very industrial Dayton. It says City of Dayton, so we can't assume that we are in some sort of suburb, but I'm thinking that we're close to a suburb of Dayton, because that water tower definitely did not say Dayton. I want to say like it started with a V. My first instinct was that we might be somewhere near Vandalia and the Dayton airport. That might explain some of this, the industrial nature of what we're looking at. Ottawa Street. The view over there towards that highway, though, really made me think that we're somewhere like closer to the city of Dayton, like along one of these rivers. So that's where I would want to maybe focus some of my attention here. Need more. Yeah, that's getting a little far north in Dayton. Could we be somewhere like farther down here on the river? East River Road, Ottawa Street Yards. I know that all of this, like South Dayton, is very industrial for sure. So we're looking. Let me see if we can get any more clues here. There's got to be something else I can pick up. Dayton Children's? Dayton Children's Hospital? Where is that? Right there. Okay. So yeah, was that the Mad River we were looking at? Was that the Mad River? I think it might be. There's Ottawa Street. Okay, cool. So Dayton Children, yeah, we were looking at, I think, Route 4, going into 75, and we got to be here. So we're looking northwest. Northwest towards Dayton's Children's. Huh. Really? No, more just like straight north. So could we be there? Could we be there? Road continues north, loops around there to the right. There's a gas station there. I think we might be more here, with Monument Avenue going to the northeast, Ottawa Street looping there. Yeah, I think we're right here. Nice. I always like to get a 5K, no moving. Know Dayton fairly well. I just really sensed we were like somewhere on the river there, but it took Dayton Children's Hospital to just line us up. Okay, is this going to be our most challenging round so far? Possibly. Arbor Hills Junior High. Arbor Hills. Bilby? Bixby? Huh. Sign here. Looks like A 419 to me. Looks like a 419. That would indicate Toledo, because if we were in urban Ohio, the only 419 city that would be a city of appreciable size would be Toledo. I did not put Findlay on this map, and I didn't put Lima on this map. Springfield down through Dayton, Metroplex, Hamilton, Fairfield into Cincinnati's on it, Columbus Metro's on it, Toledo Metro, Cleveland, Akron, Canton, and then Warren, Youngstown over here. Good thing we haven't had a Warren, Youngstown round yet. I am not very good in those areas. Huh, Whitmer Trilby. Whitmer Trilby. I think we're in Toledo. I really do. Bilby Avenue, and I really can't tell what north-south road we are on. We're at an intersection, but we're at an intersection for this Arbor Hills Junior High School. And I know I keep staring at this like it's going to get any clearer, but the best thing I got there is a 419. Definitely doesn't look like a 206. So 419 would mean that we are either in Toledo or the suburbs. And I think my first instinct here would be suburban. Because if we are in Toledo area, those they don't look like the typical inner city Toledo street signs. They really don't. They're blue and, or green and white, but the letters and numbers are thinner. And they're kind of like more old-fashioned looking. Bilby B. Hard telling what that crossroad is. And we're on a road that's going north-south. Pretty straight on north-south. Pretty straight on. I think definitely there's a chance that we're in the city of Toledo still. I do. But the roads in Perrysburg down there are going mostly diagonally. Could we be in somewhere like Rossford, Oregon? East Toledo would certainly make some sense. But again, I think I would really want to see those prototypical Toledo street signs to be more confident going in the city. I would think that I would want to go just a little bit maybe farther out. Somewhere here like Oregon, maybe. But since I'm not really sure, I have to think about hedging as well. I really wish I could get a good read on what road we are on. It looks like it is a pretty short named road. Doesn't look long. I don't think we're on something like Holland, Sylvania. It's not a very long name. These up here, northeast of Toledo, I would definitely think would be numbered. So I think I'm gonna go. I think I might just scan for this Arbor Hills Junior High a little bit more. Is that in the city of Toledo? I think that would be. What color is the school? Hotels are pink. Hospitals are kind of that red color. I should know that. I should know that. Okay, so the schools are kind of this gray, with the little graduation cap. Bowsher, Burroughs. Again, I don't think we're in the city. I think I could, even though I set it to no time limit, nobody wants to watch me scan for this random middle school. Do ya? Secor, huh. For some reason, I feel like that's where we might be. That's near University of Toledo, though. Where is this middle school? Arbor Hills Junior High. Is Arbor Hills a neighborhood of Toledo? I should know. I'm going to rule out Perrysburg. It's a bad hedge. The roads are not going the right direction. I'm going to go somewhere in West Toledo on a road that's going north-south and hope that my guessing is as good as these last couple rounds. I think I'm going to go up here. I haven't even seen a junior high school. Seen tons of elementary schools. Have seen very little in the way of a junior high school. There's a high school. Looks kind of nice, so I'm not going to go in the city. I'm going to go out here in like Ottawa Hills. I feel like that is a good scent. Somewhere out this direction. Yeah. Is that a good hedge for Toledo? How about, yeah, right about here. Right about here. Pretty close, 4 miles away. So we were on Whiteford Road. There's Bilby. If I would have kept messing around, I was up there by Lord's University, but 4 miles away, no moving in Toledo. We are on the right side of town. We were on a north-south road. Feel pretty good about that. Okay, so no moving in Ohio, urban Ohio, 23-34. I really think that that was a pretty good showing. Started off on Ohio State University campus. That was very distinct. Then a wild guess in Delhi, down by the river, Western Hills, Cincinnati, in round 2. Round 3 took us, I believe, to South Cleveland. Yeah, that road, that street sign, it was fooled me. It was blue, but it just wasn't Cleveland enough. At least I was on the right side of the city. Pretty proud about that. Then my 1.5K was right in Dayton, kind of really close to downtown Dayton, actually, Dayton's Children's Hospital on the Mad River. And then we ended up in Toledo. Now, was that the city of Toledo? No, we were in Sylvania, I believe. And yeah, there was Arbor Hills. Really couldn't see that without a pretty far zoom level, though. So, not bad at all. Did pretty well, no moving in urban Ohio. Feel like I polished my Ohio region guessing skills a little bit, and hope that you learned something about Ohio Geoguessr. Thanks for watching.